Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. I'm doing a series of spotlights on remarkable business intermediaries from across the country, and joining me on this segment is Heather Valeri. She's the founder of Meridian Business Advisors. Heather, welcome to the program.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for having me today.
Heather, tell us a little bit about your work and tell us specifically who are the types of clients that you specialize in helping?
Yes, I really specialize on working with small business owners doing 500K in revenue to 7 million a year. I prefer to work with highly motivated individuals that have a clear vision of what they want to do. But I do also occasionally will help a small business owner that is struggling, because I think every small business owner should have a resource. And I really think of myself as an advocate first and then as a business broker.
When these folks are considering selling their businesses and they reach out to you, what are the biggest concerns on their mind? What do you keep hearing over and over?
What is my business worth? Will my competition find out I'm for sale? How long is this going to take? What does this mean for my employees? And what does this mean for my family?
When they have questions like that, does it mean that there's not a lot of information out there? What are they not, what don't they know? Like how prepared or not prepared are they when it comes time to selling their businesses?
Yes, I would say probably, since 50% of businesses close due to, unfortunate circumstances, poor planning, poor financial resources, 20% of those businesses that shut their door didn't even know they could sell their business. So there's a lack of information, lack of education out there for small business owners. I like to walk them through the process of say, hey, this is what it looks like to sell your business. I always do a free fair market valuation. And if they want to do something more comprehensive, we can perform a business valuation so they can learn what it's worth.
How far in advance should people start to prepare their business for sale? Can you kind of give us a 10,000 foot view of what that looks like?
Yes, I would say as soon as you start building your business, you should think, what's my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan? When you write that business plan, you should also be thinking about how can I exit it down the road, whether you're going to leave it to family or if you're going to sell it and then retire. So
Now
I would
you
say day one.
Day one. Now you mentioned questions like their concerns about who's going to buy their business and what it means to their family. What kind of advice do you give folks with those questions in mind?
Yes, I always listen to them to hear what their top goals and top concerns are, and we walk through it and create a strategic plan to sell their business. And not all business brokers operate the same way, but I always take confidentiality first concern. So whatever we do, we always market the business so their competitors do not find out. And I always want to make sure the employees have jobs after the sale of the business.
You mentioned that a lot of businesses that go on the market, they close their doors without even realizing they could sell, and then the ones that do go on the market, a lot of them end up not selling. Could you kind of give us some insight on what causes a business not to sell or what makes it not attractive or sellable?
Yes, I would say, unfortunately, not all business brokers are trained the same. So that's one of the issues. You have people that just say, hey, I want to be a business broker today. And in their state, there may not be licensing requirements. So the process in itself is faulty. Over 50% of businesses that go to market for sale do not sell on a national average. My business, however, we have a 90% success sale rate for selling your business. So if you list with us, 90% of the time, we're going to sell your business. So we always try to pass that confidence on. Businesses that don't sell don't have their books in order, or there's an inherent problem. So when I do evaluation of a business, I try to find out what are the challenges. Is there something that we can fix in the meantime? Because no business is perfect, right? And then how can we overcome that? What's the sales play here? How can we market it better? What's the investment opportunity for other business owners? Why would they want to buy your struggling business if that's the case, or if it's profitable? How can we get you the top dollar?
Heather, what inspired you to become a business intermediary to begin with? How did you get started in the field?
Yes, I had been in corporate mergers and acquisitions, but prior to that, I come from a long line of business owners. I have a lot of people on both sides of my family that went to college to be accountants, and some of them were really good business owners, and some failed. And I always thought education was the difference, but as they got older and learned more and just real world experience, education sure makes a difference. But it's your resolve, your grit, and your resilience and your commitment to succeed is what makes a difference. I know a gentleman that owns 26 ice cream businesses, and I knew a lady owned one, the same brand. She did terrible, and he does very well. What's the difference? The same business model, right? So it's the individual, their desire to succeed. And for me, it's that why I want to help business owners succeed and create a legacy for their family. My
Terrific perspective. I really like the way you
right.
pointed that out. Heather, before I ask you my last question, is there anything that I didn't think to ask you that you feel is important to share to a business owner considering selling, especially in today's economy?
Yes, to get their house in order, get their books in order, update their marketing, make sure they have the best photos on Facebook, Google, the website, make sure they have positive reviews. But I'd say have their financial books in order is number one thing because it'll help them sell for top dollar.
For folks listening who resonate with your message and would love to speak with you, how can they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
Yes, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram, Meridian Biz Advisors, or you can look at our website, meridianballc.com or meridianfranchises.com.
Heather, this has been terrific. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you, Mark. It's been an absolute pleasure.
That was Heather Valeri. She's the founder of Meridian Business Advisors out of Charleston, South Carolina. And this segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.